dirty tricks. The Anti-Defamation League called it awkward, but not a Nazi salute. Days later, after he posted a Nazi-themed pun, the ADL responded, "Elon Musk, the Holocaust is not a joke." Musk has supported right-wing causes in both Italy and the United Kingdom in recent months. But those are more moderate parties than the Alternative for Germany, or AfD, who with a strong anti-immigrant platform are rejected by most Germans.
It's not entirely clear to me why someone like Elon Musk would risk torching his reputation in the way he appears to be doing by endorsing a party that has no prospect of entering government.
The party, however, is growing and has embraced the man, richer than 100 different countries, with a social media company as his soapbox, campaigning for their cause.
Convince people, one vote at a time.
I'm Kcal Dt.
It's got to be done.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Heroes who fought the relentless fires are being honored in a big way this morning. We'll have a live report from the ceremony.
And ICE raids are now happening across the nation, including here in Los Angeles. What migrants need to know if they feel they're being targeted.
And if Jackie and Shadow could speak, what would they say about all the excitement over their eggs? We'll be joined by Standy Steers, who's become the voice for our beloved Big Bear Eagles.
I love when she's on.
I know. I love seeing the Eagles.
Yes.
Can't get enough of them. Can't get enough of her either. Taking a live look outside right now. A little hazy out there and very chilly this morning.
Yes.
Good morning. You are watching Kcal News Mornings at 9. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, I believe.
It is the 28th.
I'm Rudy Shabazzi.
I'm Jamie Yuka. Sometimes the prompter gives you a little fun.
You know, it also feels
there.
like it's like January 100.
Yeah, I can't keep track.
It's been a long month. It has been.
I had this moment this morning that I was like, it's already the 28th. And then I'm like, no, but it's been January for like 2 years.
A long time.
Yeah.
I'm ready for 2026.
Yes.
You just want to skip the whole year. Wow. Well, we need to get a little bit more rain before that happens.
that is
for
true.
Sure. Now, we did put a little bit of a stab in that drought as we finally got some rain and snow yesterday. But as Ruta Bay mentioned, it is a little hazy. We've got a little bit of residual moisture that's just hanging out today, and it is going to be left over in the form of clouds and maybe a sprinkle or two or a flurry in the mountains. But overall, that low pressure is heading out, and it has left in its wake some very cold temperatures, 48 degrees there. And that is very chilly, especially compared to the rest of the way that we've spent our winter season so far. We've got 44 in Simi Valley, Santa Clarita, Camarillo, 43 Pasadena, 43 in Palmdale, 45 San Bernardino, as well as in Laguna Beach, with just a few of those 50s out there. And as we move forward with our next weather forecast, we'll get through this cold and frosty start. Low pressure system is slowly moving east, and as it does so, it will take all of that moisture that's left over with it, and then we will get a lot of sunshine, but boy, is it going to take us a lot of time to warm up. It is a slow warming trend through the week, and it's really not until Friday and Saturday that we get temperatures where they're supposed to be for this time of year. In downtown LA, we're starting out with a few clouds, and then we'll be partly to mostly cloudy as we move into the rest of the day today. 59 for the high, 48 as we head into tonight. So not quite as cold tonight, but still very chilly across the region. And highs today are going to be just a smidge warmer than they were yesterday. We've got 61 at the beaches, 60 at the LA and OC Metro, 65 in the valleys, 59 in the Inland Empire because you guys will hug onto those clouds a little bit longer, and maybe a few flurries, and 40 in the mountains. Amanda?
All right, we have some issues out there that are slowing you down. We're going to start in Boyle Heights with that SIG alert that's still there for that guardrail repair work by Caltrans. The westbound 10 to the southbound 5. The right lane is blocked. It's actually blocking, slowing things down all the way to the 710. So that is still ongoing there. The crash on a new crash on northbound 101 at Highland Avenue. The middle lane is blocked there about Hollywood Hills area, slowing down things over in that area. The crash is cleared on the southbound 5 past the 210 in Sylmar. All lanes are open now, just a little slow as you head into there. 37 minutes for your commute time there as that crash gets out of the way. Southbound 5 from Cal Grove to the 210. Also in Simi Valley, that big rig crash still there. Westbound 118 before First Street. The right lane is blocked and causing things to slow there. We usually don't see any slowing on the 118 in that area this time of day. The Inland Empire, it's looking good overall. Back to you guys.
I like that. Amanda, thank you. We begin with a major disruption for the morning commute, though. Power lines have toppled onto train tracks in one area. Assignment Manager Mark Liu at the desk with how this is impacting service. Mark?
Yeah, so Jamie, these power lines, they disrupted 3 major Metrolink rail lines because when these power lines came down, they electrified and actually melted some of the steel on the tracks. Now, let me show you some video from Kcal. We sent Kcal to look at where these tracks and power lines are being repaired. This is the southeast end of downtown LA near Santa Fe and Olympic. Now, our breaking news crew at the scene actually learned from one of the repair crews that on Sunday night, a car hit one of those power poles, causing the lines to come down on the tracks. They were energized at the time. They damaged the tracks, and down there, the Metrolink Riverside line, the 91 Paris Valley line, and the Orange County line all run through this set of tracks. All 3 lines are canceled today. Now, LADWP, as you see there, has extra work crews on overtime to fix these power lines and also start repairing the rails. These are pictures that Metrolink posted of what these power lines looked like when they came down on the tracks. There was electricity going through them at the time, and that's the damage that they did. You can see the steel is melted because these were very high-powered lines. Now, I'm going to take you out to my map and show you exactly why 3 lines are disrupted here. This is where they're fixing the lines. It's right here in the center of your screen. And the rail lines, they run right north, right up into Union Station, which is right here. And as a result, everything going south is disrupted by the tracks right there. So it won't be until Wednesday when the Riverside line, the 91 Paris Valley line, and the Orange County line will all go back into service again because it's going to take the rest of the day to repair those tracks. That's the very latest here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Mark, thank you. Cleanup efforts are taking shape in the Pacific Palisades after the final evacuation orders were lifted yesterday.
KCAL News reporter Tina Patel joins us live from the Pacific Palisades, where people are starting to return this morning. Tina?
Good morning. And yeah, talking about that cleanup effort, it's going on right behind me. This truck down the street, they're from the California Conservation Corps. A number of people in hazmat outfits kind of came out just in the last few minutes. They're putting more barriers so if there is more rain and more runoff that it doesn't go into storm drains. It's just one of the processes that we've seen in these neighborhoods over the last few days. What we're expecting to see as the day goes on is more residents themselves finally coming and surveying the damage. It's still a bit early this morning, so we haven't seen many people yet. And that may be because they need to get access cards before they will be let through the checkpoints to come back here. We'll see if that happens as the day goes on. Yesterday, we did see some people returning to survey the damage for the first time themselves 3 weeks after they were forced to evacuate. They tell us they're hoping they can salvage some personal items or reunite with neighbors, but they're also realizing how challenging it's going to be to not only rebuild individual homes, but to restore whole communities. Our Pat Harvey was out here trying to get answers from city leaders about how the process will work and also why it's taken so long to get to this point where evacuations are finally being lifted. One homeowner told us he was frustrated, but after seeing how much was lost, he says his perspective has shifted.
I saw when, the president came and had a little bit of a standoff with Karen Bass, and,